What up, YouTube? So the DJI Action 2 camera went on sale this past week. The power pack was $280, so I decided to jump on in and buy one to start using for FPV. So figured I would unbox it and kind of do my first impressions and see how well or how I'll utilize this for FPV and see how much I like it better than my Hero 7. Now, I mainly bought this to replace my Hero 7, which I still have 1 year left on the warranty on the Hero 7. Oh yeah, I bought it through Best Buy to get the Best Buy warranty. But I'm also going to see how well this works on my little Cinewhoop, my ProTech 25 HD pusher, which I use I use a CATX Peanut, which is a Insta360 go-to. Okay, apparently they made this packaging Branham proof. Man, I hate this because it's like you gotta tear it to get it open, unless I did something stupid. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, well, packaging isn't pristine anymore. Okay, what's in here? Paperwork. Yep, paperwork. Okay, so we got the camera. We got the power pack. USB-C, which is good because lately it seems like I've been struggling trying to find USB-C. We got a little magnet mount. I printed off a mount for this for my freestyle quad. I don't know how I'm going to mount it to my ProTech yet. iFlight sells the TPU mount, and I emailed them to see if they had the SCL available, because they're usually really good about that, but they haven't gotten back to me yet. Okay, before I get too far into this, I'm going to put on a screen protectors. So Mr. Steele claims that he hasn't broken a lens yet on these Action 2s, but he's not really too much of a basher. Even though he flies crazy, he doesn't really bash too much. But anyway, he recommended these tempered glass screen protectors. So his link on YouTube was a pack of 2 for $7. I found on Amazon a pack of 3 for like $5 and change, so I went with that instead. They give you plenty of wipes. Okay, hopefully I won't need to use the dust stickers, because since I'm doing this fresh. Are we going to get a little ASMR in this video? Okay, so they okay, so they group the 3 different styles. They give you both screen covers in case you get the other one, which I don't get. The other, what do you call it? In case you get the other option with the extra screen. Oh, I shouldn't have talked when I did that. Nice and clean screen. Okay, peel this off. For some reason, I was under the impression that this screen was curved, or the lens was curved, but the actual lens is in fact flat. Oh. So. Got it nice and fingerprinty. But got a good nice seal on that. Okay, so we'll do the back lens. Now, Bald Man made a video recently about how he recommends this over the Hero 10. That was one of the deciding factors of getting this. But he mentioned to not get the power pack because he said these screens are very easy to break. So when I told him on a comment that I went ahead and bought this because it was on sale, he recommended making sure I bind it to an app so when the screen breaks I can still use it. Oh, look at that. Am I going to do it without any air bubbles? Oh, isn't that something? I moved that screen protector. So I don't want to do that. I want to leave that center. Got a big old air bubble back here. It's not binding for some reason. I guess I should have wiped it off with alcohol. Oh, there we go. It's starting to. Now it switched to the other side. Isn't that something? Okay, so I haven't plugged it in yet. Let's see. Do you think it'll power up? Okay, vibrate it. Language. English, only 1%. Oh, no battery. Okay, so let me plug the power pack in. Oh, that's bad. It says magnetic on the bottom. Oh, oh wow, that really snapped together there. Like, okay, English. Okay, so it's been a week or two. I just haven't had time to mess with the camera. I did mess with it a little bit after I got it fully charged. I got it connected to the app. You got to register it. And then I went looking at different YouTubers' videos to see what they were setting their settings to. I noticed Phantom FPV was recording in 2.7K. I just asked him if there was any reason for that because I did already have the camera overheat on me, so I wondered if that's why he did that. But he said he just does it for storage. And then the other day on Instagram, Bald Man posted his settings like this, so I saved it. I took a screenshot of it. Basically, and I also set some settings in here that I want to change. Basically, I just want to get this so I can just turn it on and go, kind of like the session. So let's see, power. Let's see if I remember settings. Or do I have to go like this? So I already set the auto power off settings to 30 seconds. And the screen, what is it? Compliance info. The other one is screen off when recording to 3 seconds. And then record temperature. The temperature shut off threshold to high. That's what Baldman recommended. And then like I said, I don't want to mess around with settings, so I did turn pro mode on. But one thing I do want to do is, oh yeah, so everyone records in 2.7K, and Phantom records in 60 frames per second, Wildman records in 30. I do want to record in 4K just for a little bit, just to see how good the quality is, and then maybe if there's any problems, I'll bump it down to 2.7K. But I definitely, for this video, I want to try out 40K 60 frames a second. My buddy Stacy Abshire, we were talking about it, and Stacy recommends. Stacy likes recording 30 frames per second because he thinks he likes the way it looks better. I'm currently recording 30 frames per second in my GoPro Hero 7 Black, 2.7K, but I only do it for the bit rate. That's why I bumped it down, because you get the same bit rate whether you're in 60 frames or 30 frames with the GoPro. So that's why I decided, oh, it's going to power off because it's 30 seconds. So that's why I've always been recording in 30 frames. But I want to, for this video, I'm definitely going to check it in 4K, and then who knows, maybe in the future I'll bump it down. Now, the other thing with Pro mode, you get all this. Now, exposure auto, the ISO levels, so that's another thing. So in this Hero 7, I was recommended to go 100 and 100, lock it into 100, which is good for a sunny day, especially here in Florida. But sometimes I've noticed that it can not be that good. So sometimes when I'm a little sketchy about it, like when I went to Comfy Bando, I was afraid since I was going in and out of that bando, and it was when I was going in and out of the bando and it was dark in there, that it was going to mess up. So I put it in auto, and it seemed to work fine. So I don't know how high I should set the auto on here. So right now, the cool part is it tells you what the ISO is set at. So 6400, and the thing is, you don't set the minimum. Minimum's always 100. So like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I just want to set it and forget it. So maybe I'll bump it all the way up. No one really calls that out on their settings. No one really calls it out. Although on the Hero 7, it was always called out. People would always say they locked it in. So I'm going to do 800. And then exposure auto, white balance auto, color normal. There was one person that switched the color to Cinelike, and I guess that would be the GoPro's flat color mode, which I don't do any color grading, so I'm going to keep it on normal. But I noticed when I was going through YouTube videos, one person had it on Cinelike. So anyway, I'm going to take it out in the field now and record it in 4K 60 frames a second, and record at this point, the only settings you got to mess with are the field of view. There's standard, wide, and ultra wide. It seems to everyone seems to commonly record in wide because they say that's the closest to super view on the GoPro. Okay, before I install the new mount, I do want to see what my weight savings is. So I fly the Gravity Loss Titanium Pro 2 frame, and one thing I like about the Gravity Loss frames is they have a good selection of STLs for different mounts. So this is a Hero 7 Black and the Hero 7 Black mount. Now this mount is very protective, so we're at 169 grams for the both of them. Oh yeah, there is no SD card in here, so I don't know. I don't think that makes too much of a difference. So 169 grams compared to 102 grams. So that's a savings of 67 grams. So it'll be interesting to see if I can feel a difference. Okay, so let's go out in the field. Okay, we're out here at the local cemetery that I like to fly at. I know a lot of people are very opinionated at flying at a cemetery, but obviously if someone was paying their respects or whatever, I wouldn't be flying. But you know, I don't really get grossed out about flying at a cemetery. You know, once your spirit leaves your body is nothing, it's meaningless. So, you know, wherever these people are, I'm sure the last thing they care about is where their body's at right now. So anyway, I'm out here. I'm going to go and try to, this camera mount was very tight, getting the camera in and out, but I guess after a while it'll get loosened up. I really like the center of gravity with this camera, and I like the fact that there's, with the GoPro, there was a really tight, it was tight between the battery and the camera, and I never liked that. I kind of like how there's a gap now. I'm going to try to do all the setting changes in the app, so then that way I can not have to slide in and out. So I'm going to turn the DJI on, hit connect, device connection, connect. So all the settings should be right because I just left the workbench, but I'm going to go and do, let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to check. Okay, we're in standard field of view. Okay, that's all I wanted to check. Okay, how do you disconnect? Okay, we're in standard field of view. Okay, it's recording. Oh yeah, just to warn you, I lifted a pad off this ESC this weekend and I fixed it with $5 copper foil tape and epoxy. So if this quad randomly falls out of the sky, don't be too surprised. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to try to do a quick line, FPV line, so I can compare the field of views with all the lines. So also, all the video you've seen thus far was 1080. Although I'm rendering this, I'm going to try to render this video in 4K. This is now the DJI Action 2 in 4K, 60 frames per second. Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this power loop. This is the brand new China Hobbyline battery too. And then there's a cool dive gap I'd like to do. But I'm going to be conservative because I don't want to damage this camera. Kind of do like that, and kind of do, I used to do like, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that move. Okay. And do a little juicy flick. Okay, that'll be the line that will compare. A lot of sand here, so I'll land on the car. Well, of course, I put my sunglasses right in the way of danger. Okay, so okay, we'll stop that one. Okay, so then we got 30 seconds since I have a 30-second timer. It's a 30-second shut off on this. Okay, so we're going to connect. It failed. We're going to connect again. Okay, it did it that time. We're going to change from standard to wide, which is what a lot of people do. And close the app. Okay, then we're going to turn it back on. Red light, it's recording. Okay, now I got to remember that line. Okay, so this is wide. And remember, this ISO is set to 100 to 800, which I think I'm going to just keep as a standard unless I am in really dark places. That should have more range than what I was doing with the Hero 7. I guess they said to keep it in 100 and 100 in Hero 7 because it would drift a lot. Okay, and then we power loop this from this side. Okay, get some nice tree action. Oh, I did that easy dive gap. I don't know if that's really a dive gap. Okay, then we would kind of orbit around this one tree a little bit. Get some of the leaves. And then do a juicy flick. don't know if I mentioned this, but this is a brand new China Hobby Line pack that I got on sale for Memorial Day that I haven't used yet. But I went to charge them all up, the ones I bought on Memorial Day, and one of them brand new has a bad sale. So I contacted Newbie Drone, who I bought them from, since they had a 15% off Memorial Day sale. So it'll be interesting to see if they take it back or honor that. Okay, connect. The funny part is I remember a long time ago when I had just a regular, I think it was a regular GoPro. Did the regular GoPros have Wi-Fi? Maybe my mind is deceiving me, but I had a GoPro on there. It was either a regular GoPro or the GoPro 4. I had it on Wi-Fi and it dropped my, I was on FR Sky and it dropped my quad out of the sky. Okay, so now we're in ultra wide. Okay, it's recording. Oh yeah, for those of you who wonder, I sync my recordings up to I talk. I make sure I talk into both cameras at the same time, and that's how I sync my recordings up, because I found that to be more reliable than, or easier than clapping. Okay, this is ultra wide. I haven't really been doing any barrel rolls. There we go. I want to learn how to knife edge better. I'm horrible at knife edging, but I can, I don't know what, oh, that was horrible though. But I can do that in the gaps. Power loop? That was probably my best power loop. Oh, that wasn't the same dive gap. Let me see if I can get the same dive gap. There we go. What was, I did that dive gap. Well, I kind of looked at this tree a little bit. And then, oh, I orbited this tree. Oh. And then I did a juicy flick in between this. That was sloppy, juicy flick. Okay, so that'll be it for this video. I'm gonna go back and try to make my own decision on what I like the best for field of view. Comment below on what you think. Comment below if you have one of these cameras and what do you think they are compared to GoPro, if you think I made a wise choice. To me, when they went on sale for $280, it was a no-brainer to give this a try. And I had the Best Buy warranty, which I haven't used before. Yep. Okay, there we go. Yeah, cool. So tell me what you think. I thought I would make this video as a kind of test video. Also, I'm a little leery if my computer can actually handle 4K video when I was messing with the test file I made earlier. I think it can, but we'll see. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.